Welcome, Virgo, to your mid-month love reading for April through to May. This reading spans for the next 4 to 8 weeks, roughly, and for some even further over the next 90 days as well. Now, this is a general reading, Virgo, so take what resonates for you and just let everything else go because not everything is going to be relevant for you. Now, let's get into your reading. Now, this month, you start out with the energy of the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is the card for Virgo. So you're showing up in your own reading here, Virgo. Now, the Hermit is a really interesting card, and it is talking about you completing a period of activity and discovery that you've been through. And now it's time for you to really absorb and reflect on what you've learned and what you've experienced. Now, the Hermit is that card of withdrawing, and it's not withdrawing in a sense that you're feeling depressed or anything like that. It's a feeling of you withdrawing so you can learn more about yourself, about your relationships with multiple people. I mean, this reading is not only for love relationships, this is for platonic relationships as well, your family, just any kind of relationship that you have. Now, with the Hermit card, it's almost like you are wanting to find your place in the world, and you're wanting to find out how you relate to the world as well, because I feel like you've come through this transformation. It's like you've completed, like I was saying, you've sort of completed this period of activity. You've been on the go, on the move, changing, manifesting things, and now you're wanting to sort of find where you sit within all of that kind of stuff. And it's like you might not have formed your plans yet about how you want to proceed with any relationships that you have, but you kind of have an idea. There's like a seed there growing, and you want to formulate your future. You want to formulate how things are going to manifest for you. And it's like you're waiting patiently now. That Hermit card is that energy of waiting patiently and waiting for the new life within you to form and to burst out and grow. Now, the Hermit can also talk about a decision that might present itself that really has serious implications for your future. And when I say serious, I don't mean in a negative way. They just, it's a big decision, so to speak. And the Hermit sort of, it's saying, I feel like you're not being impetuous at all. And you're really wanting this time to assess the situation and see how it's all going to pan out for you. Now, when you get the Hermit card, it really kind of talks about going in and meditating. You might feel a little bit uncomfortable or unfamiliar with certain acquaintances, and even within a loving relationship, you might feel this need where you want to retreat. And, people around you really need to respect that, Virgo. It's like you need to have go into that hermit's cave peacefully and just prepare for your future. That's kind of the energy around you over the next 4 weeks. Now, I feel like when you do this, you are really going to gain some insight and some clarity. And you're going to be able to accept yourself and your life with grace and with gratitude. And you're going to be able to make plans for the future and consolidate all of your past efforts, everything that you've been working towards. You're going to be able to formulate a plan if you take the energy of this hermit up over the next 4 weeks. And if you're alone and you're not in a relationship, your lack of relationship is not going to disturb you, and you're going to gain strength, and you're going to be able to wait for love to re-emerge in your life. You're sort of coming to terms with your place in your life, so to speak, if that makes any sense. Where you are right now, you're coming to terms with it. Whether you're in a relationship or you're not, you are going to take this hermit energy, this Virgo energy, and really formulate where you are. Now, if you're in a relationship, the hermit is that card of the recluse, and it can symbolize celibacy. So you might not be having a lot of how can I put it, sexual relations in your partnership, but this could just this is I'm feeling like this is just temporary, and it could be because you're actually parted from from your lover. You're just not with them. Or it could be just because the two of you have agreed on being celibate and leading this type of life at the moment. But nevertheless, there's a loving union between you both and within you, and it sustains you. It's a really sustaining relationship. And, the hermit is also associated with spiritual healing and rest and wisdom. And your relationship really carries the potential for these gifts. And they can actually signify a meeting with someone who gradually transforms your life. Now, this card also is a card about therapists and healers and guides and gurus of every description. So you and your partner may be going to see a therapist. You might be working on your relationship, trying to heal it, trying to grow the relationship if you have been having issues, and strengthening your bond almost. But I feel like you may even be seeing a therapist for your own self. For a relationship with yourself, you may be talking to therapists and that sort of thing. And there could be something that actually develops a bond, that develops a very close and loving bond that may develop between you and this person in your life as well, if you aren't in a relationship already. But I feel like if you do meet this person that is able to guide you and heal you, I feel like your love is really gonna be deep and meaningful, and it can actually talk about a milestone as well in your adult life, this deep love. And I feel like your love really nourishes you in a way which could actually surprise you. You might not be expecting this, but you're going to find that this relationship that you become involved in or you are in really nourishes you and transforms you. And even though it might not be a sexual, or there might not be a sexual or romantic aspect of your relationship right now, the pure spiritual love that is coming through really supports you in other ways. And the Hermit is that card of teaching, and the Hermit teaches you to value yourself as well. So, and when you do that, you're able to transform the quality of your future relationships forever. It's a really powerful card. And it's funny, your final card there is the Teach card, which I will go into further. But the messages coming through are quite interesting. Now, your 3 cards from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck are, the first card is Strengthening Bonds. Now, I feel like in the past, you really have had a strengthening of a relationship here. Any aces are the beginning of something new. And so if you have commenced a relationship, and as I said, this can be a relationship with yourself, changing yourself, learning and working on yourself, but this is all relationships. So I feel like in the past there has been this strengthening bond between you and someone, and it's brought a lot of stability and groundedness, and it's made you healthy. It's made you feel well. It's and real. There's a lot of potential that exists to bring greater stability into your life. And I feel like you've done this. You've harnessed this. You've harnessed this potential, and you're being realistic as well about what you can expect from others and what you can offer in return. You've really established this for yourself, and you've been really consistent, you've been really clear in your actions, and you've been demanding the same. And so, you're taking the down-to-earth approach. And I mean, you are a Virgo, you are an earth sign, you are very down-to-earth. And I'm feeling like you have brought this into your relationships. And, this has led to that 4 card for joy and stability. And you are in this wonderful place right now of happiness and celebration and sharing and renewal, Virgo. It's like when this card comes in, it just brings joyful energy into your life, and you're feeling that right now. So, take a break or step back, just for now anyway, from any consequences you may have around matters of the heart. Any concerns that you may have around matters of the heart. And, I'm feeling like this is tying in very much with that Hermit card. So if you've still got concerns or worries, take that little hermit moment to go into your little cave and have a break from any worries that might concern you, and spend some time in happy pursuits, following things that bring you joy and you love to do. Find reasons to celebrate with other people, and welcome that warm, sunny energy into your life. I feel like you're really going to be doing this. Allow it to lift your spirits, Virgo. And also, with the joy and the stability card, it really asks you to remember that law of attraction and a higher rate of vibration. Change that rate of vibration, and it's going to attract everything that you desire. Rejuvenate your relationships by renewing and rejuvenating yourself. And, again, this is tying into that Hermit card. You are going within. You are going to rejuvenate yourself. And joy and stability, this card also talks about a time of sharing and conversation and lovingly opening your heart and your mind to people, sharing your thoughts and being a good listener too. And, feel that ebb and flow of energy when you communicate with other people. You'll find that it brings a lot more stability into your life and a lot of warmth to your relationships. And it's going to, if you're not in a relationship, it's going to help you attract like-minded people into your life. And, I feel you've got the 5 card there that I touched on before, and this is the card of the Hierophant. And so I feel like a lot of you could potentially even be getting married or thinking about marriage, because the Hierophant card is that card of spiritual union. But with the Hierophant card is that spiritual teacher as well. So there's a lot of things about spirituality and learning about yourself and your relationship this month. Now, this, the words that relate to this card is advice and learn and wisdom, reflection, beliefs. Although this card is named the Teach card, it actually brings dual energy of both teaching and learning as well. So you might be in a position to teach someone that you're in a relationship with, or just teach your friends, your family about certain things, but you yourself are in that energy of learning as well. And you've got so much wisdom to offer, and wisdom to offer regarding affairs of the heart as well. So, and this is wisdom that's been gained over the years through all of your joys and all of your sorrows, and it's given you a level of experience that may be able to assist other people regarding a relationship as well. But and this could even be someone that you are with, that is with you at the moment. But when the opportunity arises, remember to guide that person gently and along the desired path that they want to be on, or that you want to be on if they are with you. And use that same gentleness to guide yourself as well. Don't be harsh on yourself. Don't be critical about yourself. There's a lot of learning opportunities around you right now. And again, the messages that come through this Teach card, it's about observation, about reflection. It's so connected with the Hermit card. And, take a moment to reflect on what you've already learned about relationships and what you still want or need to understand. And then seek out a teacher who's going to be able to help you arrive at that understanding. And just be careful not to blindly follow. And I feel like you're not going to do that, because your overall energy is the Hermit, and you are going to be able to go in and meditate and get your own answers to a lot of that stuff. But yeah, I just feel like with this energy, you have come to this wonderful place, Virgo, where there is so much joy and stability in your life right now that it is just flowing out, and it is going to bring those wonderful relationships to you if you're not in one, and it's also going to heal relationships that you are involved in. So I hope that resonates. I always go on and on in these love readings. They started out being, 5-minute quickies, and they've turned into a really big thing. But if you're interested in a more general overview of what's going on, I also have general readings on my channels. So you can help check that out too if you're interested. So have a great 4 weeks, and I hope to see you next month. Bye, Virgo.